Hi, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm just putting everybody on mute for right now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, but I'm going to put everybody on mute for right now, please.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes. Putting everybody on mute for right now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, but I'm going to put everybody on mute for right now, please.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes. Putting everybody on mute for right now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, but I'm going to put everybody on mute for right now, please. Give me 1 second, you guys. All right, you guys, I don't know, there might be some more people showing up. So I'm just going to go in with this and explain everything so everybody knows what's going on. I have this recording. So if you remind me later, if you want a recording of this, I can send it to you. I have that live on YouTube right now. So I keep it that way. So that also, because something's wrong with sometimes with my Zoom, because I think that my memory is getting too full. So some people don't get their videos. So I'm going to try to put this on YouTube sometime. So if you guys need to look at the video, hopefully it's on my YouTube video, and that's under BigSkymedium if you ever want to go back and check on it as well. So so everybody knows, I'm pretty sure everybody knows what I'm doing, how I do things. So let me explain everything just so everybody has an awareness and what to expect and everything. I am a certified medium. I'm a professional medium, and there's different mediumships out there. What I got is called trance medium, which means I can do a lot of scribbling and looking around. When I'm looking around, I'm getting visuals of your loved ones and other things that I can validate to you that is your loved one as well. So when I do connect with spirits, they always come to me looking young. Nobody is ever elderly, sick, handicapped, have a disease, addiction, or anything wrong with them, if that makes sense to everybody. Spirits, so how you remember them, I don't see them that way. So if you remember them being bald, gray hair, overweight, sick, I don't see them that way. I see them looking young and healthy, and everybody's beautiful, literally beautiful on the other side. When spirits come down to this level, when their main objective is to give you messages of healing at that very moment. They're not interested in having a normal conversation like we would on a telephone call. And I know some people assume that when they do readings, it's not like that. It's just that they're sometimes some spirits are brave, some can go a bit longer, but their just main objective is to give you that message of healing. That's all it is. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you validation of what they look like. Sometimes I can see behind them. Sometimes I can see things that only you and that spirit know that I don't know, if that makes sense to everybody. And what else can I tell you about this? I encourage you to ask questions. Please think of a lot of questions. If you have some, this is the perfect time to ask questions, but don't ask questions where you and that spirit both know the answer. Because if you're asking a spirit questions, that the spirits sometimes call them the obvious questions. If you're asking them questions that you and the spirit both will know, they ignore me. And then my reading will go in different directions. So, but if you have other questions, feel free to ask them. That's fine with me, because I can only ask them. Sometimes I can only ask so many, and then I'm kind of done unless you guys have questions as well. Now, the more open you are, the more easier it is for the reading to get through. If you don't think this is going to work, it probably won't. So try not to be too skeptic. The more open you are, that's what I'm trying to say. Sometimes, and not all the time, sometimes another spirit may jump through. But if you keep saying no, 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 constantly like that, sometimes that can keep a wall up. So, just try to be open. Like I said before, they always look young. They don't look sick or elderly on the other side. I'm trying to think what else you need to know. Spirits' personalities don't change much. So when they come down here, some spirits may cuss, some like to joke around, some are sarcastic, some are quiet in life and don't talk very much. So I don't know, some spirits don't even say much. They just want to tell you the healing part of it, and that's about it. So I never know how each reading is going to be. All right. So I always pray before and after reading. Does anybody have a question before we start? If you do, raise your hand really quick. Anybody? Nobody? Okay. So we're just going to say a quick prayer, and then at the end, we pray at the end, okay? Holy Spirit, Lord God, Creator, just ask for your permission to allow me to do this reading for these people online tonight. And I just pray that you protect all of us with your white light, surround us with your angels, I ask if any spirits of the light, angels of the light, spirit guides of the light, ancestors of the light, or you to use me as a messenger. Thank you for your gift, your protection, and all you do. In your most precious name, amen. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a name. And if I pick your name, you just unmute yourself and then I'll talk to you. I'll just go, down the line, if that makes sense to everybody. And you can either stay and watch the rest of the readings or you can leave if you like. Okay. So Matthew Montgomery, you're next.
Hi,
How you doing?
good. How about yourself?
Good. And who would you like me to connect with today?
Just loved ones that passed. I mean,
Do you
got,
have somebody on your mind specifically?
yeah, my dad.
Okay.
I got a lot of people on my mind.
So you want me to connect with him first? I mean, I'm only doing one reading per person on this. So do you want me to connect with him or somebody else?
My dad, yeah.
Okay. And what was his name?
Eric
And what's Eric's last name?
Jensen.
I'm sorry for your loss. How long has it been since he's crossed?
He passed when I was 9 years old, so it's been over 20 some odd years. Yeah, it's been a long time.
So what I like to do is I'll ask spirit sometimes, like, what do you do when you come visit your loved ones? And even though it's been a long time, you may not remember it, and that's okay if you don't remember it. But I know spirits don't lie, so I'm just going to give the best I can of what he wants to share with me. Okay. And anything else, and give you validation too. Give me 1 second. But it's like, so his death, he says, what happened to me was not my fault. It was quick. Does that make sense? You felt like it was quick how he went.
I mean, it was long drawn out, but I guess at the last moment it was quick. I mean, yeah.
The times that you would always miss him and were angry and you always wanted your dad there, he said he was always around you. Like he picked up every time when you were thinking about him or talking to him.
Okay.
Do you have problems with your TV at times? In the past or anytime?
My TV.
Yeah, do the channels flip or like channels or go off and on or the volume go up and down or something?
Not. I noticed lately, like one of my TVs in my bedroom have been doing weird stuff. Like I'll shut it off, and then all of a sudden it would be back on in the middle of the night. That's been like lately. I mean,
Well, they pay attention to that because he's bringing that up at this point. So I don't know if he's also done this to you or other family members in the past. Now understand that spirits, they know when I'm going to do readings. I don't know how they know, but they know. So a lot of times people will have weird things happen to them right prior to this, and I give validation to that too. I don't know how that happens. Do you remember the dreams of your dad?
not so much. I mean, my mom's here with us, and she's had a lot of dreams with him. I mean, you know, he died when I was young, so.
He says you don't remember a lot of the dreams, but I have been there. Let me see what else he wants to say. Did your dad like the outdoors?
I think so. Yeah,
Did he like fishing or be near water?
I think so. Yes.
So
Yeah.
he's shown me the dragonfly. So the dragonfly would represent that your dad, if you're ever near water and that dragonfly gets your attention or lands on you or follows you around that water, around wherever you're out, pay attention to that. Because animals that act really weird like that to get your attention, it's normally, it's not them, if that makes sense. I mean, it is them. I'm sorry. It is them, but it's not the animal. I can't explain that, but just pay attention to this. He keeps saying that he's sorry that but he wants you to always keep talking to him. He misses you because I'm sorry he left so early. He doesn't want you to remember him how he died. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because where he's at right now, and I'm going to explain to you in a minute what he looks like. Where he's at this point, he's not that way anymore. That's just the past. So when we think of our loved ones and how they died, that, it bothers them because they're worried about us. That brings them down, and they always want to check on us more. They want us to move on and be happy, but we can always think of them and talk to them. Let me find out something here. You look a lot like your dad.
A little bit. I got longer hair than him, but
Yeah, blondish brown hair, light brown hair, but but he also wears a hat. I see him wearing a hat. And he's got some facial hair too.
Yeah.
T-shirt and jeans. Does that sound like him when he's
what
younger?
was that?
T-shirt and jeans, like when he's younger. He wears a hat. A little bit. Facial hair, light brown hair.
I can't really remember. My mom's in here. She'd remember better than me if she could unmute and tell. I don't know. You know,
Do you have pictures of him when you were younger?
I do. I only have so many though, and I don't remember a hat, but it's possible.
And he's not short hair like mine. It's a bit longer, right?
It's a little bit longer than yours, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I meant by that. Not like long. I don't know how long yours is, but not like long. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
It's hard for me to explain that when I tell people. I go like when this male spirit says I got medium length hair, it's that can mean differently because when I look at short hair, it's like mine. So medium length could be a little bit longer if that makes sense.
No, that is right.
Your dad is thanking you for giving him a lot of life and hoping you were that. He was very proud of you, very proud. You were close to your dad, he tells me. He goes, my dying biggest wish was that I could have stayed there longer to be with you. But he goes, son, I've always been with you. He's never left you. You just don't know him. You might be familiar with his presence all the time, and you might not know that it's him, if that makes sense, but he's always with you. One second. Do you find feathers sometimes just laying around? I mean, I don't know. I mean, like your house or just right before you walk into some like a building or something or somewhere where just a feather is just gonna be right there all the time. Does that make sense? It's hard to explain. Like you can walk somewhere and all of a sudden there's a feather. They know where you're gonna be, if that makes sense. But he's saying watch out for the feathers.
Okay.
I don't know if that's a future thing or if that was the past thing, but he's telling me to tell you that as well. So the TV thing, the feathers, the dragonfly.
Does he say anything about
He's proud of you. What's that?
like something of his I might have?
Let me ask him. Sometimes they'll tell me and sometimes they don't. So give me a second. You wear it sometimes, correct?
But
it's something you wear?
It is something you wear, but I don't wear it. I mean,
I didn't get close. So it's jewelry then?
um, Well, there's a watch of his. I think my mom still has it, but there's something else of his I still have.
Let me ask him. It keeps, is it a ring? Or is it-
No.
I don't want to guess. But I did show a ring going by. Is that what your mom, does your mom have the ring?
Not that I know of, no.
So it's a necklace?
I don't think
Okay,
so.
I don't
No.
want to guess. I don't want to go there because like if you know and he knows, I don't want to go there because that's where I get stuck. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
and then I struggle with that one. If he does show, you don't have to tell me now, but if he does show that to me when I'm talking to your mom, then I'm gonna get some validation there, okay? Because sometimes they'll come out later with that. I had that happen too before. So just if you just want to be patient, wait and see what happens.
Okay.
You don't have to tell me. Sometimes it'll just slip out or something. And it might be for her, but it might be for you. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to say to him?
And I just hope he's in a good place. I miss him, love him, kind of thing.
He said he misses and love you, and he says, you always made me proud. You actually, because I'm very proud that you were on the right path this whole life. So he's saying something like you and him are a lot alike. I don't know what that means. You and him, me and you are a lot alike. It's not just the way you look, it's your personality or something. You do a lot of things what I would do. You guys have a lot of the same tastes. Does that make sense? And things.
It could, yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Hang in there. I know you're going through a lot, and I want you to talk to me sometimes when you're on the road. Tell him to talk to me. I'm always gonna be with you. Because I love you, son. Goodbye. I hope that sounds like him. Let me try to connect with your mom and see if I can get some validation a little bit out of that, okay?
Okay.
But that besides that, did that sound like him as much as you know?
As much as I know. I mean, he died when I was younger, so.
Okay. So let me connect with her and see eventually, okay? Let's see.
Okay.
So Michelle, are you there? Hello? Oh, oops, I gotta put you on mute there. Just take, you're still on mute there. I think you're still muted.
You got to hit the unmute button, Mom.
Okay.
There you go.
Well, I did it before, but okay, I just had trouble this time. I want to get it where all of us pictures are. Oh, when I do it.
Okay.
Hello.
So you're Michelle? Hello. And then who would you like me to connect with?
Anybody, because they connect with me. So
Who's on your heart all the time that you want me to connect with? That's why I usually do it. I just need names. That's why I usually do it. And I connect like that.
someone just recently died. And my ex-husband just recently died.
Has it been less than 30 days?
No.
Okay. What was his name?
Robert
His last name?
Montgomery.
How long ago since his passing? Sorry for your loss.
He passed this past May.
Okay.
He might be in the lower level. He might be earthbound still.
Have you had dreams of him yet?
Nope, but I've had a lot of dreams of Matthew's father, Eric. We all kept the same name, Montgomery.
Yeah, he's not crossed over. I'm getting, when my pen goes in a big circle and I'm getting a void feeling, there's nobody there. So he might, like you said, let me find out. He never crossed over. I think he's afraid of crossing over. There's something that he's worried about, if that makes sense.
That's possible. With him, that's possible.
Because we have free will if we want to cross into the light, and he just is not for some reason.
Yeah, well, we don't really have to talk about him. I was more interested in talking about Matthew's father and somebody else very close, somebody else very, very close to Matthew, that I was warned ahead of time, and I have it on my phone where I told her something was going to happen, and it sure enough did.
What do you mean?
I am psychic too, in maybe a different way. We all have our different gifts.
Yeah. Like somebody came to you and warned you about Matthew?
And I had a dream, and she was talking to me from I have dreams of the very future, and she was talking to me, and I was worried about her. So if you look on my Facebook, I am instant message. I was warning her something. I was worried about her, that something was bad going to happen to her. And she said, oh yeah, okay, we'll have to catch up. Well, sure enough, we lost a little. We weren't contacting each other that much in the next few months, and she died.
I'm sorry.
Just as.
But that's all you can do. That's when we get messages. If people want to take them, they don't. But at least you warned her. You know, I think when we warn people, at least I always wonder if it's in the back of their mind, you know, to be cautious with that stuff. You know, some people don't have to take it, or they do, or they don't. But
well, nobody believed me, but I made a big deal out of this big dream that I had, and I wrote it down and everything, and I even sent her messages on my Facebook. And sure enough, it happened within 4 months. And same with my mother. I always know.
A lot of people are really, I mean, some people are really good with that stuff. Did you want me to connect with Eric then?
Yeah, somebody's got to come through. There's my parents have passed away. Eric has passed away quite a while ago. He's come to me in a few dreams, and he's come to me in full color in dreams, and
that's how I see them on the other side. Did you want to talk to him or your parents?
My parents.
Okay. What was their names? Well, I'll try to I'll try to do two at one. I'll do two at the same time, and you're gonna have to find out what they're saying, because I won't know who's coming through. Okay. What's their names?
My dad's name is Jerome, and my mother's name is Lillian.
Lillian, and what's her last name?
Pelazzolo.
Pella what?
Palazzolo. It's Italian or Sicilian.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. One of them likes to visit. I mean, they come to visit at evening. I hear one say, "I visit you in the evening."
I have a lot of people that visit me in the evening. There's just many spirits. I don't know if it's them.
So in the bedroom, when there's things being moved when you're laying down, when you're busy during the day, that's probably why they're doing it. But usually when people are laying down in bed, they like to move things around. So that's the only way they can let you know they're around.
I don't know.
Oh, so one of them said, or both of them saying they've been in dreams.
That's one thing. They've never appeared in my dream. Well, wait a minute. I
So one
think
of them
I
just,
dreamt.
one of them or both of them
dreamt
said it. So I don't know who said it. So I'm just throwing what they're saying.
Not my dad. When he was alive, I had dreams of him.
Somebody used to leave pennies and dimes for you.
You know what? Wherever I. No, if they would leave it in my house.
One comes as a dove. So I don't know if you're paying attention with those morning doves, I'm assuming.
Pigeons?
A dove, could be a pigeon. I just got dove.
I thought I saw some doves last year.
One of them said, I'm sorry I left you without saying goodbye. And you were with one of them or near the other one when the other one passed.
What is that?
Were you with the other one when the other one passed? Or near the other one?
I was with one when one passed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
She's thanking you for that.
I was with my mom when she passed. I was touching her. I had my hand on her chest.
I see the woman coming forward. She wears a dress that they all look like they're in their 20s, but she's got like longer brown flowing hair. Very pretty. And she's smaller than her husband.
Are you talking about my mom?
I think so.
Well, yeah. She would be smaller than my dad.
The gentleman's wearing a white button-up collared shirt with like suspenders or something. He's smiling. They look young in my vision.
Well, they always appear young. Well, not always. Sometimes they appear differently.
You have your
Like
mom's
with the-
necklace?
Huh?
You have your mom's necklace?
I don't.
Did you have it at one time? Did she give you a necklace? Because she keeps showing me a necklace.
No.
Remember? Okay. That's no big deal. Was it your dad that gave you that necklace, Sam?
No.
Like she keeps, they want to keep showing me this necklace. And then she says she probably doesn't remember. It's been a while. One of them
No.
said that.
No. They might show you some jewelry, but it certainly wouldn't be a necklace.
Yeah, she's not. Yeah, spirits don't lie. She keeps saying yes. She keeps saying the necklace. I don't know what she's saying. I'm just the messenger. I don't want to go back and forth. I just.
Well, wait a minute. Wait a minute. When
She's getting frustrating. She's getting frustrated. So I just don't want to get in the middle of it. And so I'm just saying, I'm like, yikes. I know
when
it
when I was a teenager, she did give me a necklace with a cross on it.
So that's what she's validating. It's been a long time. She probably doesn't remember is what she just told me. Yeah.
Well, that might, there's some truth to that, because when I about 16 or something, she did give me a necklace, and I think I kept the cross because the necklace was very fine and kept breaking.
We love you and want you to take care and continue to talk to us.
What's that?
They're waving goodbye. They want you to, is there something you want to say before they go? Because I think they're ready to go.
Bye.
She wants you to keep, they want to keep talking to him. She's saying, and she says, and she's waving goodbye.
I do all the time.
Okay. Does that sound like them?
Just about the necklace when I was
So
16 or 17.
the way I
if you-
described them isn't them?
Well, you didn't describe my dad because I don't remember him wearing suspenders, but my mom has
But did he have dark brown hair?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was him. He was taller than her.
yeah.
I swear. So that was, I mean, I'm just telling you what I'm seeing. I know, I'm
Mhm.
sure they don't wear the same clothes up there all the time. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've seen people, dressed that, I mean, in sweats and t-shirts too up there. And then people that were poor dressed up like they're like in their, up to the nines. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But I hope this helped you.
It was interesting.
All right. Well, thank you.
Maybe I should give you a reading sometime.
I would like that.
Okay, I'll connect with you.
Okay. So Ascal, I can't say that. I'm sorry. I mean, I'll ask you to mute. Your name was on there. I can't pronounce it. Aspel Green. Can you see me? I'm sorry.
Scalp Cane?
What's that? I'm sorry.
Scalp Cane, that's my last name.
Okay, what was your first name? I'm sorry.
Annette.
And your last name is Scalp King?
Yeah.
Scalp King, okay. And then who do you want me to connect with?
My son,
I'm sorry for your loss. How old was he when he died?
15,
How long ago?
2 years and 5 months.
I'm sorry. What was his name?
Keyshawn,
His last name?
Scalp Cane.
Scalp King, okay. So I'm gonna say, I'm making sure I'm saying the name right so I get the right one. Scalp King, right?
Yeah.
Okay, give me 1 second. Sorry for your loss. Tell my mom I love her. Tell her that I don't want her to be mad. Tell her what happened to me was not my fault. You ever wake up in the middle of the night and you don't know why? He's saying, I wake her
Sometimes.
up in the middle of the night a lot, is what he keeps saying. I wake her up in the middle of the night.
I used to.
Was that right
but I've
after he
been-
passed?
Oh yeah. After he passed, I did all the time. Probably within the last year, I've been sleeping better.
Who's got the doorbell? Is that you or somebody in your family?
We have a doorbell, but
So he says, I've been known to mess with the
Mhm.
lights and the doorbell. So I don't know if anybody's numbers that around that time, if the doorbell rang and nobody was out there, or they heard it.
I only have a grandson that plays with a doorbell.
Okay. So if this ever comes in the future and somebody's talking about it, you're gonna know it's him.
Okay.
Have you been seeing like those crows or ravens around?
Not in my area, no.
Butterflies?
This, not this time of year, not recently.
No, like in the spring and summertime.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Pay attention to these things. Okay. Because he's telling me, Mom, I'm coming to you with this, is what he's trying to show me. Usually males don't come as butterflies. It's really interesting. Once in a while, I'll get a boy or a male that says they're butterflies. So it does happen. He's saying that he didn't mean for this to happen this way. So was this like an accident then?
I don't know.
Okay.
It was suicide.
Let me ask him. What do you mean? He didn't plan for it to get that far. He was going too far with whatever he was doing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I think he was practicing. Does that make sense? Before it happened?
He could
Or
have
he might have
been.
been playing with something. Are you holding some? Do you hold something of his sometimes in your hand? Like
A
right now?
picture of his that I wear.
Okay. A what?
A picture of him that I wear.
Do you? I keep
A lot.
seeing also a necklace with him. What does that make you think to you as well?
Yeah, he's on a necklace. A picture of
That is so
him.
crazy. That's what he's showing me. He goes, Mom holds this sometimes, and I go, what is it? And then he wants to keep showing me a necklace really quick. So I didn't know what he meant by that.
Yeah.
He's with you all the time. Do you ever? He goes, I think sometimes she hears me talking to her. Do you talk to him?
Yeah, I talked to him.
Do you ever hear him talking back? Because he goes, I think she
just
hears me
hear-
talking back. I'm
I
sorry.
just hear mom sometimes.
Okay, it's validation there. Just thank you for everything you've done for him. Did he like art or something?
Music.
But I'm seeing like a picture, like a painting or a drawing. Colors. I don't know what that means. So when he's telling me to tell you that when he crossed into the other side, if he had whatever he was holding him down did not follow with him, whether it be addiction, depression, or whatever it was that was with him. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
He's healthy. Did he like football?
Yeah.
So the gentleman coming forward is wearing like a jersey football shirt, and he's wearing a hat and he's smiling, really young. Is that him?
Could be. He played football. He preferred basketball, but he played football.
But this is validation that you would understand that. Does that make sense to you? The jersey
Yeah,
shirt that he's bringing up.
I'm wearing the jersey that he used to be his.
Oh, you
That-
are. That is
The
crazy.
Grizz are playing today, so this was his jersey.
That was his jersey. That is crazy. So maybe he's wearing that today and with you in validation, just to be with you on that. He's thanking you for everything you've done for him. All the sacrifice and love. Thank you, Mom. Because I don't want you to worry about me, Mom. I'm okay now. But I'm always going to come down there and let you know I'm all right.
We hear his bedroom was downstairs,
Mm-hmm.
and we hear music from it quite a bit.
Let me ask him.
And there's no stereo in his room.
He goes, oh my God, that's me. He goes, that's me, Mom. It's me.
I used to play quite a bit after he passed. And then it hasn't played for a really long time. And then on his birthday, it was
It gave
playing
me
again.
chills. Yeah, that's him. It's him. He's showing me that he's laying down listening to that music. Like when you hear it, he's laying on his bed. I'm sorry, what were you going to say?
My father-in-law passed in June. I just want to know if he's with him.
What was his
His
first
name
name?
was George Scalp Kane.
Yeah, Grandpa George is here, Mom. He's helping me. He's helping me understand the ways and up here. Was he kind of a spiritual man?
George?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because he's saying, Mom, Grandpa George is showing me things up here. And I go, what is he helping you with? And he's showing me the way, the spiritual ways. So he's teaching him up there of your culture, I believe. He says when he visits, he also comes as a black crow. So they both, if you see more than one black crow, it's both of them are one. It's one or the other. So they're raven or crows. So when I'm also Native American. I'm Chippewa Cree. I'm registered here in Great Falls at the Little Shell. So my grandma used to tell me a lot of things. But if you understand about the animal totem, each animal totem represents a part of that of our spirit's personality. So when I see a crow, which is also part of mine, they're crows are very intelligent animals. When they're eating, they call other birds to eat with them, which tells me he's not selfish. Crows sometimes get, are being judged by people. People that like them or they don't like them. Because does that make sense? So that's how I'm always being judged as a medium. And there are certain birds between this realm and the heaven realm that we believe that are messengers: the eagles, the owls, the hawks, and the ravens, which would tell me that your son had also a spiritual path or a spiritual side to him as well. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So does that make so when you see them, that would make sense to you? That would, you're either your father-in-law or your son's spirit would come as that. Is there anything you want to ask him? Tell my mom I'm okay.
There were so many things I wanted to ask, and then come here, it's like you kind of lock up.
It happens all the time. He keeps saying I'm sorry, though. Even at the beginning, he was saying he was sorry, but he's still saying he's sorry. I'm hoping that he wants you to be at peace today.
Okay. Thank you. I just, I guess my thing was, this is my second reading with you. The first one was asking if he was with my father, my stepdad, and now my father-in-law had passed. So I just wanted to see if he was with him too, and knowing he's with his grandpas, is
He's safe up there. They're watching over him.
Yeah.
And the vision I got was that he went behind you and gave you a big old hug from behind. Like he just went behind you and gave you a hug. He loves you very much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I hope I help us a little bit. Thank you.
Yeah, it does.
Thank you. Aranda, are you there? Hi, Aranda, can you hear me? Okay. Oh, can you unmute yourself? Oops. Just there's that thing in the corner right there, that little microphone. If you click it, it'll unmute right there. Somewhere, I think it's in the corner of your screen. Wait, can you hear me now?
Yes.
I can't. Can you speak up? I can barely hear you.
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can hear you now. Okay. Rhonda, what's your last name?
Vacanti.
What's that?
Vacanti. V like Victor. ACANTI.
Vacanti. Okay. And then who would you like to connect with?
Jimmy.
Julie?
Jimmy.
I'm sorry.
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Yeah.
And what's Jimmy's last name?
Same as mine. Same as mine.
Okay, Vacanti.
Mhm.
And is this your husband?
Deceased. Yes.
I'm sorry for your loss. How long has it been since he's crossed?
1991.
I'm sorry.
1991.
Okay, it's hard for you to hear. It's like I hear a little bit and then it goes away.
Yeah,
So
I don't have a
that's
speaker.
okay. That's okay. I just want to make sure I'm getting the right names and stuff so I don't mess it up. So Jimmy Vacanti, right? Your husband? So let me
Yes.
connect with him really quick. Were you talking to him right before I did this and told him to come through or something? Were you thinking about that or something? He's saying something like that.
Probably, yes.
This man is still in love with you, is what he told me. I'm trying everything I can to let you know I'm around. Have you been finding pennies? He brings the pennies. He's been in dreams. Remember those? He's talking about music. What happens to the music? When you're playing music, does it skip or does it turn off or there's something weird happen to the music that you play?
I don't know.
He's bringing up music, so I don't know what that would mean. Or is there like a time when you're listening to music that you guys had a song and it just shows up out of the blue?
No.
He's asking for forgiveness. You understand what that means to you? Something right before he died, something happened right before my died. I'm asking for forgiveness. Does that make sense to you? As a prayer to his death. Did you see him like this?
What?
Did you find him like this? He said, I didn't want you to see me like this, is what he keeps saying. If that makes sense to you. I want your forgiveness for a lot of things, but I did try to be a good husband. I did try my best. If that makes sense to you.
Yeah.
She goes, there's no excuses, but I own up to my own mistakes. You feel him when he's around sometimes, he tells me. Do you talk to him?
Mhm.
Is it like a smell or you just the energy that you're feeling?
Energy.
Okay. He wants you to always keep talking to him like you do because he's never going to let go. You're the most beautiful woman I ever met, inside and out. And I don't know how I deserved a beautiful woman like you and what you put up with me all those years. He's laughing. He keeps saying, I'm so sorry. So the gentleman that comes up forward and comes forward to looking at me right now, he's kind of got like blondish brown hair or light brown colored hair to me, is what he looks like. And he's smiling, but the shirt he wears is like a white button up collared shirt and he's smiling. I see him outside. Is that him?
I don't think so. No.
Is that him?
No.
Do you have somebody that looks like that that's coming through now? So I'm going to clean the slate and don't tell me. I'm just going to clean the slate and see if I can pick up with them again. So it's light brown hair, right? Light brown hair, blondish brown or light brown hair?
More medium.
I'm sorry,
Medium. Like a
Brown hair?
brown.
but it's brown
Brown.
hair.
More
Okay.
medium, yeah.
Okay. The white button up collared shirt I keep seeing with this guy. But he wears t-shirts. Does that make sense now? He tells me he's given you a lot of beautiful things in your life, like rings, roses, correct? Was he a busy guy in life?
No.
No. Well, pay attention to the hummingbirds. If they have hummingbirds that come around, I don't know. He's saying that he goes, she can find me outside. I'm the hummingbird. Is how he said it. He's always out. He's saying, I'm the hummingbird. Do you hear things going on in the kitchen when nobody's there? Noises?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay, pay attention if you do. He's saying he messes with things in the house kitchen. I said, where? And he goes, kitchen. What do you want to ask him? Or say to him?
Just, is he okay?
Did he have a brother or brothers that passed away? Did he call somebody brother?
No.
Ask him. This is really weird. Okay. Do you have any people coming through? I mean, you have other people that's passed that you're
Friends.
close to? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Because I believe somebody's trying to get through. And this is what usually happens because there's no closure somewhere. That's usually why they're jumping in a lot of times. Does that make sense? So this person keeps jumping in when I'm trying to connect with him because I'm just delivering the message and I want to get the right message right and I don't want to guess. So this is what's going on. Have the lights start flickering before? And he messes with things in the back room or the bathroom, or he says bathroom or the back room, if that makes sense to you now. So, okay, so now that I got that out of the way, so I don't know who the other spirit was jumping through. Okay, whew. So when I asked them, it was really weird. When I asked the spirit, when I cleared the slate this time, I said, whoever's here, you need to go. I need to connect with Jimmy Vacanti. And so it was really weird. I just felt like a bubble like, coming up through my throat, and it was really weird. And then I think it was your husband trying to kick through, in my opinion. So when I asked those questions again, I just wanted to make sure I got the validation right. You're a good wife. I want to thank you for all the wonderful, beautiful years we had together. Something about helping him with his health and also helping me get through the difficult times together. He loves you very much. I want to almost say, like you said, darling, but he said, I love you very much, and I'm always going to be here for you. Anything else you want to say to him?
Just love him. That I love him.
He says, you keep looking, he goes, you keep going outside. I'm gonna start coming to you more as that hummingbird. You watch.
That sounds great.
He's got a big smile on his face. He's really happy. He's waving goodbye. Did that sound like him? Sorry, I was struggling there. I just think that there was somebody else you might have known that kept jumping. If that makes, who was that? Do you know? That sound like to you?
A good friend of ours around the same age
And
died.
that person sounded like that person jumping into you for you.
I can, yeah, because it's a group of us that are all really good friends, and I could see how that would be. Like often when I'm thinking of him, those thoughts are all kind of jumbled up.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
'cause
sorry.
they were young.
They're probably still up there, having a good time again. Still, I guarantee it. Did this help you?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Usually when I get stuck like that, I always want to find out what's going on, where I'm, what is the blockage, so then I can figure out and I try to clean the slate. I'm like, whoever's here, you gotta wait. This is an important message I got to get through, and I try to work with that from then on. And it does happen, especially when I'm doing like my small groups or my events or something, and I'll be connected with somebody, and it'll be for somebody like right down that same row though. As much validation as I can give them, but it does happen. Thank you for allowing me to do this, you guys. Appreciate it. And then we'll just say a quick prayer then. Okay. Holy Spirit, Lord God, Creator, thank you for allowing me to do this reading for these people online today. I just pray that it's your will to continue to allow their loved ones to be with them. Thank you for your protection and all that you do. And thank you for your gifts in your most precious name. Amen. Thank you, guys. God bless. Thank you for allowing me to do that. And if you guys want a recording, remind me later, and just takes a moment for my email. And hopefully it does come out normal. If not, it's going to be on my YouTube video on YouTube. All you have to do is type in BigSkymedium. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.